Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. The NBA's busiest night is tonight on a Wednesday evening with 11 games on tap. There is plenty of value to go around, and I think I've found a couple in 2 early games this evening. And with over half the games starting early in the 7 o'clock Eastern hour, we have to be vigilant in getting in our NBA picks a little early tonight. So we'll start it off with one of those early games. It's the Philadelphia 76ers playing host to the Sacramento Kings tonight. The Kings come in as an 8.5-point road favorite in this game with a total of 213.5. Now Sacramento did play last night, lost in Detroit 99-89. Not a great game for Sacramento, but heading into Philadelphia is exactly the medicine they need to right that ship. And even though they are in the lottery as well, along with the 76ers, Philadelphia is just giving up a ton of points here this season. But with the spread where it is at right now at 8.5 points, I really can't trust either one of these teams to cover right now. It's a little bit too high, but I think the value lies in the total at 213.5. With Sacramento coming off the back-to-back, should help Philadelphia's chances of scoring tonight. And of course, with Philadelphia being the dumpster fire on defense that they are, I do think that Sacramento will have a bounce-back game here after only scoring 89 points. DeMarcus Cousins, Rudy Gay, Isaiah Thomas, all three of these guys, absolutely no match for the Philadelphia 76ers here. And with after the game that Cousins had against them just a couple of months ago, where he scored 33 points and had 14 rebounds, I think that this total is primed for an over bet here at 213.5. All Philadelphia really has to do is get into the high 90s to low hundreds in this game, and that total should fly right over. Sacramento's giving up about 105 points per game on the road this season. They've given up about 100 per game in their last 4, so Philadelphia should be right around that number, even with the lack of talent that they have on their roster right now. Philadelphia is also 15-12-1, cashing the over as home underdogs this season, and of course in their last 10 games, Philadelphia giving up about 114 points per game. So I think the over here at 213.5 has to have some value tonight. Second one I have for you is also an earlier game between the Bobcats and the Washington Wizards tonight from Washington, D.C., where the Wizards are a 4.5-point favorite. Total of 197.5, and even though once again I think the spread has a little value, could have a little bit of underdog value as well with Charlotte coming in, I like the total much better tonight at 197.5. Both of these teams are rested as much as you can be at this time of the season, both fighting for a playoff spot as well. Only 3.5 games separate them in the standings right now, so this should be a pretty intense game, pretty close game throughout, with both of these teams likely playing a half-court set tonight for most of the game. I really like the chances the under here at 197.5. I think it has incredible value tonight. These two teams met earlier in January about a couple of months ago, and the total went under. Final score, that one was 97-83, and this total is 7.5 points higher than that one was a couple of months ago. The under has cashed in 4 of the last 6 home games for Washington as well, and the under has cashed as well in 7 of the last 9 times these two teams have played from Washington, D.C. I think it should be a slow defensive style of game tonight between these two teams, and I think 197.5, just a little bit overvaluing these two teams right now. It should be a pretty intense game. I'm going to go with the under here. So add that to the over at 213.5 to the Kings and the 76ers tonight. Best of luck to you on that one. Make sure you check out my pick as well on the Knicks and the Celtics tonight. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.